Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of DrCassette's Workshop. I'm Dr. Cassette, and today we're going to take a look at this. This is a very weird device that I found at the dump. It contains a big box and a small box. So, what could it be? You don't know what that could be? Well, you're not the only one. I don't know what that is too. But if we turn this around and take a look at the back, looks even more interesting. Well, one thing I can tell you, this little box here is a power supply. And this big box contains a speaker. But if it works and how it works, I don't know. So let's take a look inside. First, let's take a look inside this small box. It says that it is a sharp AC adapter. So let's take a look inside to find out if it still is an AC adapter. Well, it still is a power supply. Not a usual one, it's a switched power supply. One thing that is not original on this is the cable that goes into the speaker. Very weird. So this seems to work. Now, let's take a look inside the speaker. There are no screws at the back side, so the only way to take a look inside will be to take out the speaker, which is behind this grill. Luckily, the grill can be taken out, so I don't have to damage the speaker. Here we have the grill. And this is the speaker. And this speaker looks pretty new. You can see this very weird shaped dust cap, or whatever that is, right here. So, this housing, which I would say is from the late 70s, definitively does not contain the original speaker. And this is the speaker taken out the housing. And man oh man, you can see this has a pretty high quality. Has a huge magnet. And as you can see, we have a lot of damping material inside the housing. So let's take that out to finally find out what's inside. Man oh man, the speaker contains tons of damping material. And this is what's inside our very weird speaker here. Let's take a closer look. This is the wire where the voltage comes in. A big black box. I don't know what that is. Here you can see the preamplifier. I do know that this is a kit where you get the parts and a circuit board and you build it by yourself. And this thing is still available. And up here we have the power amplifier. Let's see. It says 2 times 22 watts. 22 watts per channel. Uses an integrated circuit which is mounted up there. These long wires are probably not very good. We're going to see if that causes problems or not. And up there you can see the end of the portal. Has this port right here. So, a very interesting unit. I think I found out what's in the black box. It's some kind of line filter. It's a filter against hiss. Now I have the power supply hooked up to the line. I disconnected the speaker and we are going to test the output voltage of this power supply. Well, the power supply seems to work. We're getting an output voltage of 15.3 volts. Always be careful when you're working on this kind of power supply, because this kind of power supply uses very, very high voltages. I think I read somewhere that there are voltages up to 600 volts. I put the power supply back together, and I also added 2 screws. When I got this, screws were missing. Now everything is connected back together, so let's plug it in. The very first time I plugged this in, let's see. Heard some noise out of the speaker and a little bit of hum. That's a good sign. Let's turn this around and find out if these controls are going to work. Yeah, this is the volume control, obviously. This is the bass control. This seems to be the treble control. I think this is the balance control, but the balance control doesn't seem to work. Let's try this switch here. This seems to be the on and off switch. I didn't know about that because it connects to the circuit board of the main amplifier, and on that circuit board it just says S/M. So, turns off. This position comes back in that position. So now I think we're going to hook up a music source to this. Now I have this Walkman connected to the speaker, so let's find out if it works. It works. It's a lot. Oh my God. So obviously the speaker works. And now stereo. I hooked up this Samsung speaker to the output of the other speaker on the back side. Let's turn up the volume to find out how that is going to sound. Okay, that should be enough. Well, so, pair of very interesting speakers here. I can't really say that they sound good, but they are interesting, very interesting project. And now, again, the stupid battery of the camcorder is empty, so I have to stop now. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again soon.